Enough is enough.
Welcome everyone, this is NYW Live number 7. We're just a few weeks away from the biggest show in NYW's history, the two-night event Manhattan Mayhem. We're going to kick things off with a non-title match, but it's no disqualification, hardcore rules. The Rising Star champion, Damien Shelley, is going to go one-on-one to debuting Ronnie Miles. First match here in NYW. What a show we're going to have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But this all started just a few weeks ago on NYW Live number 5. After we had that big event, NYW Glory, Damien Shelley and Brandon Cuevas had a physical encounter for the Rising Star title, but it ended with no winner because Chad Crowley and Ronnie Miles came out and assaulted both men. Ended in no contest. Well, those men demanded opportunities. Ronnie Miles is now an official member of the NYW roster. We're going to have a Rising Star Championship match, as I mentioned, that's going to take place at Manhattan Mayhem. And Shelley's going to defend the title against Brandon Cuevas and one member of this group. We haven't even told what the group is called yet. Apparently one of those members is going to get opportunities. Well, Ronnie Miles is getting an opportunity tonight to face the Rising Star champion in a non-title match. We don't know what to see from him. Like I said, I had no idea who he was when he came out with Chad Crowley. But here he is making his singles debut here in NYW. Said Shelley and Cuevas were not too happy about getting their match ruined by these two men, Ronnie Miles and Chad Crowley. Isn't coming out with him. I heard Cuevas in the building, but Shelley wanted to do this on his own. Even though it will be a triple threat match at Manhattan Mayhem, Shelley and Cuevas have seemed to have formed some sort of alliance here, considering the outsiders that try to insert themselves in their business. Got a lot of great matches for you tonight as well. James is going to go one-on-one with Henry Jr. Also going to have a singles match between Kelly Lawson and Natsushiro Kawa. Two women going to go at it. Also, we're going to show you some footage from a live event that took place, a house show, involving Cesar Luis, Dalton Ross and Ligera. As this match gets underway, immediately Shelley rushing after Miles. So we don't know what to think from Miles, but Shelley, like I said, he's a tough competitor. He will not back down. Look at these combinations into a meteor by Miles. That was impressive. And, like I said, a victory over the Rising Star champion in your first match certainly will be a huge coup. There's a flapjack there after that running knee strike. Like I said, no, this is no disqualification, fouls count anywhere. Hardcore rules in this matchup here tonight. Yeah, I think Shelley taking this match so close to a future defense of his championship, but he doesn't care. He wants opportunities. He will fight. That's for sure. He fought to win that championship. As he gets knocked to the floor a few months ago when he defeated Sean Wilder to become a Rising Star champion. He successfully defended that title in the first round of the Road to Glory tournament. Oh my goodness, against Colton Brantley. And there was that buckshot, that clothesline all the way. He spun to the floor and hit a clothesline. It is the steel steps. Weapons being introduced here. Like I said, anything goes. Falls can count anywhere. Any weapons are legal. As Shelley taking control here of Miles. Like I said, Miles is... don't know much about him or how much experience he has. Apparently he's fairly new to the game and got hit with a trash can by Shelley. Shelley's continuing the offense here with these weapons. Also tonight, like I said, we have a huge matchup. Tommy Walker and Jose Blanco 1-on-1 ahead of that big 6-man tag team match that's going to take place at Manhattan Mayhem. Tommy Walker's going to team with the All-Stars, oh my goodness, Justin Hernandez and Dante Duffy to take on the Redemption, Eric and Azriel, and Jose Blanco. Like I said, on the next, we have one more show Look at that. Oh my goodness, what a brainbuster. We have one more show before we get to the big event. That is going to be Supercard. In addition of Supercard, then we'll have the kickoff show and of course the 2-night event. And on the next Supercard, we will break down the entire card, which is pretty much complete for Manhattan Mayhem. And we'll tell you what matches will take place on both nights. This is that big neck breaker. Miles has gotten back in control of this match. He's got it back in control. Look at this. Oh my goodness, a power bomb. The back of Shelley's head might have hit the apron. And there's the first cover. Like I said, false count anywhere here. And only 2. Shelley kicks out. Is the title not on the line here? But a victory for Miles in his first match would be important. And oh my goodness, this is a shot below the belt. A low blow. Shot right to the below the belt of Shelley. As Miles is in complete control here, stomping on the back there, the aggression of this man, and he hits another low below the belt shot. Shelley was able to collect back here, and then a shot right to the back of the head. He surely has to be hurting after those low blows, but he's fighting back here, and oh, that's a light tube. Shelley's familiar with these hardcore environments, but Miles will get out of it. Hit what a Zaiah suplex that was. That was impressive. A Zaiah suplex. Went for that, went for something. That was blocked. Shots here. Oh no, here comes Crochet. Plants him. Got the cover. Is that enough? Only 2. And now Shelley's up here. Shelley's up. He's got the light tube. And he cracks it over Ronnie's head. Right to the face. Can Shelley take advantage to pick up the victory here? Got the cover. And again, only 2. That was a close one. So we also have tonight, we got Matthew Stone one-on-one with Al Cabrera. Al challenged Ryan Evans to a singles match at Manhattan Mayhem. And he also challenged him to show his face to accept the challenge. Let's see if Ryan Evans will do that. But that's the big singles match will happen later tonight. And in our big main event, the World Champion Troy Saint will be in action. He'll go one-on-one with Tyson Gore in our main event for this episode of NYW Live, the 7th edition of NYW Live. And now, Ronnie Miles has got a stop sign, and he just cracked the face of Shelley with it. This has been a brutal match. Like I said, a few weeks away from the biggest show of NYW's history, and there's a slam right on that apron. Shelley is getting worked over here. And now Miles back in the ring, brings him back in the ring. Maybe should have gone for a cover, but didn't think it would be enough. Shelley once again able to fight back here. Persevering and hits a drop kick. Springboard drop kick. Now Shelley's got that table. What a way to kick off this edition with this hardcore matchup. Shelley sets up the table here. What's he gonna go for? He's got him on the, put him up position for the table. What's he gonna do here? Springboard moonsault through the table. What a move that was. Change direction to hit that moonsault. What a move that was. Now he's gonna fight him to the cover. That could have hurt Shelley as well. To get the victory in this matchup. Shoulders are down here, but again, only 2. Ronnie Miles is certainly showing something in his first match here in NYW. But the Rising Star Champion may be looking to end this here. There's an elbow. Shot to the midsection and a boot right to the face. Miles has got back the advantage here after being put through that table. And now look at this. Oh my goodness, what an Impaler DDT that was. What a move, Impaler DDT. That could be the end. Shoulders are down here too. Is it over? No. Only 2, so close. He hit that Impaler DDT, but it wasn't enough to get the 3 count. Shelley is hurting here. But Miles got a light tube and cracked it over the midsection. Again, what a matchup to kick off things. Shelley is hurting here. Shelley is hurting. He's trying to recover his. Miles got another table, and he's up on his feet, but he was certainly not 100%. But again, Shelley's able to fight back with a back fist. Miles is recovering, got crawling to the corner here. And Shelley trying to get a breather and a forearm right to the face. There's another table in position here. Miles has already been put through one table tonight. And Shelley tried to go for something, but Miles came back and hits another one of those vertical brain busters. This time in the ring. Try to get advantage, or to take advantage of the situation here. And look at this. What is this? Oh my goodness! Inside out flapjack there, planting Shelley. It's like, what a way to kick off this edition. As I mentioned, great, all the matches we're gonna have tonight. Shoulder break. We're always going to hear from Sean Wilder. We haven't seen it in a few weeks. He's going to be in that international gauntlet for the gold. Manhattan Mayhem. We're also going to hear from Colt Knight as well. It's a lot to show for you here tonight. As flapjack through the table by Miles. He just flapjacked him through that table. And now he's got the cover, lateral press, elbow in the face, but that's only two. Miles can't believe it. As he's seemingly done as much as he could here. Try to put away the Rising Star champion in this matchup. But it doesn't look like it's enough. It's been enough. And Shelley is now back in control. Oh, what a kick right to the fist. You saw the height. Shelley kicked him right in the freaking face. And Miles is completely out of it here. And now what is this? Oh, back of the head. Kicked him right in the back of the head. That could be the knockout shot to put this away here. But now, over the top rope he goes. Look at that trash can, the weapons. Look at all the carnage that this match has accumulated here. And now, Shelley is going to pull apart the announce table. Miles is out. I don't know if Miles is even conscious at this point. But I think James Shelley wants to try to put an exclamation point to get the victory here. And prove that it was a mistake for him and Crowley to target him, as well as Cuevas, and now he's got him on the announce table. What's he gonna go for here? What the heck? What is this? Shelley moonsault through the announce table. He just moved all the way from the top rope to the floor. What a move that was! And it gets to 3. Shelley wins. What a victory for Damien Shelley, the Rising Star champion. Just pinned.
Enough is enough.
Buddy Miles here. What a match. This was brutal. Shelley is definitely hurting here. I don't know how far it was to take this match so close. But Shelley got a big victory. Rising Star champion. Gets the actual revenge against Buddy Miles here. What a move up to the table that was. That was an impressive performance by the Rising Star champion. It proves why he is the Rising Star champion. With a huge win in our opening contest. NYW Live number 7. The question is, can we get that momentum into the triple threat match that's going to take place at Manhattan Mayhem? Of course, he has Brandon Cuevas to deal with, and one of the members of this group, I don't even know what to call him at this point. Oh wait, Chad Crowley's here. Shelley sees him, Chad Crowley. I said one of them, he just saw his partner get defeated in this matchup. As Shelley stares him down here. Again, which one of those two men is going to be the third man in the triple threat match? That's the question. No, wait a second. Crowley. But that's Brandon Cuevas. He's out in the back. What happened to Cuevas? Cuevas is out. He's completely... Somebody took him out. We got to assume it was Crowley. Took him out backstage. No, this is bad because Damien Shelley has no backup here. As Cuevas is completely out in the back. And look at Crowley. Damien Shelley doesn't care. He tells him to bring it. No, wait a second. Colton Bradley. That's Colton Bradley. He's here. Shelley and Bradley certainly have been friends. You know, Crowley thinks better about it. I don't know if Shelley sees that Colton's out here, but Crowley thought the numbers game was certainly not up to him, considering Ronnie is completely out of it after that loss. Thought about the better part of Balor. These two men, like I said, they had great friendship. They battled the Rising Star title. They showed respect. And Colton backs up Shelley tonight. What a opportunity for... Oh, wait, oh my goodness! Colton Bradley just assaulted Shelley with the chair, and he does it again! What is this about? I thought Colton Bradley was here to help his friend, to back up Chad Crowley, since Cuevas was taken out. And there's a tombstone! What is this about? We haven't seen Colton Bradley in a few weeks. Last time we saw him was when he lost that Rising Star Championship match to Damien and Shelley in the first round of the Road to Glory tournament. And those two men, they showed respect after Shelley won. But now he's just assaulting his friend. What is happening here? This is his friend. At least I thought it was his friend. And now not another one, another one. I said Cuevas was taken out in the back. Was it Colton? Was Colton the one that took out Cuevas in the back? This is the plan the whole time? I don't know for sure. But Crowley backed off. We thought it was because he thought a 2-on-1 was not something he could handle. But oh no, not another. A third one on the chair. 3 tombstones on the. This time the third one was on the chair. Chad Crowley backed off. Colton Bradley did the damage now. Again, was this a plan? Was this orchestrated? Oh my goodness. And it looks like it was. Look at this. Roddy Miles and Chad Crowley waiting for Colton on the stage. These 3 men have joined forces. And I don't think it takes a scientist, mathematician to understand it's Colton that's going to be the third man in the triple threat match. Chad Crowley and Roddy Miles did all of this to orchestrate Colton Bradley getting an opportunity at the Rising Star Championship again in that triple threat match. And both of his opponents are completely damaged. So Colton hasn't wrestled in weeks and it's completely fresh. That obviously was the plan. A heinous, cowardly act by Colton Bradley. Was this because he lost? Was this because he didn't win the Rising Star Championship? Either way, these 3 men have joined forces. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. What a despicable act Colton Bradley just did. And it was pretty obvious to me now. All of this was orchestrated by Brantley. And apparently it is official. It is going to be that triple threat match. Brandon Cuevas as well as Colton Bradley will be the challengers for Damien and Shelley at Manhattan Mayhem in a triple threat matchup. But what condition will either of those men be in after we just saw? We saw they were attacked in the Rising Star Championship match a few weeks ago. And Shelley was just assaulted with 3 tombstones. One was on a chair. Cuevas was taken out on the back, presumably by Brantley as well. Either man can be 100%. I just don't understand why Brantley thought he had to do what he had to do. Maybe because he wasn't getting the opportunities he thought he deserved. I don't know. Either way, he seemed to have got what he wanted. We have to shift focus now as Kelly Lawson is going to go one-on-one with Natsuko Kawa in this matchup. And apparently it's been confirmed there's going to be a battle order in the kickoff show of Manhattan Mayhem. 6 women are going to compete in a battle royal. The winner of that battle royal is going to get a All Stars Women's Championship match on night 2 of Manhattan Mayhem. Big opportunity. The champion, All Stars Women's Champion Roxy Hayes, is going to defend the Women's Championship against the winner of that battle royal in the kickoff show. Tonight we have 2 women that are going to be confirmed to be in that battle royal. It's going to be 8 women battle royals. Sarah, Kelly Lawson, both will be in that battle royal. In the kickoff show. They're going to be showcasing this match tonight. So also we haven't seen her since Supreme. That was well the ways away. That was at least a couple months ago. Sarah Power, unfortunately, took the loss of that number one contenders match at NYW History against a Nightmare. She's so close to getting a World Championship match at Manhattan Mayhem. But if she wins the battle royal, could get another opportunity to call All-Stars to the game. A big test for her. She had a huge test when she faced out a Nightmare on that Mega event. Her first singles match on a Mega event. But tonight she's having a singles match against Kelly Lawson. She did defeat Rosetta on a supercard that was between the first and second round of the World of Glory tournament. That's how she got that opportunity in the number one contenders match at Glory. And now she's facing another competitor, a former contender for the Women's Championship in Kelly Lawson, who has a massive height and weight advantage. Maybe not massive height, but still a big weight advantage over her. Back and forth we go to start this matchup. Shelley has proven that she's mostly was a tag team competitor in her home promotion, but she is doing a lot of singles work here in NYW. She's been pretty impressive since her debut. Now look at this, I went for a leg drop, didn't get anything there. Neck breaker by Lawson. Big neck breaker. Does a scoop up and a power slam there. That was impressive by Kelly Lawson. Like she's been in the game for a long time here. This is a belly to belly. She wants an opportunity at a championship. If she can win that battle royal, she'll get a Call All-Stars Women's Championship opportunity. And also told got humbled on the ropes and there's a knee by Shirakawa. On the supercard, the next supercard, we're gonna have a big 6-man tag team match. The East Side is going to battle the No Fight Republic. That will happen. We saw the issues between both teams for the last few weeks. And as I mentioned, there will be a 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag team championships. The East Side will challenge the No Fight Republic for the tag team titles. And it is confirmed there will be a Pure Championship match. Webb Morgan will challenge Tyler Watson for the Pure Championship at Manhattan Mayhem, as those 2 men have been going at it for months at this point. As Kelly Lawson went for a choke slam, that didn't work. Still got out of it, but look at these combination of strikes here by Lawson and a knee right to the face. She couldn't capitalize after blocking the choke slam, as Lawson now gets the knee in the corner. Very much taking advantage of her experience as she slams her down here. Shirakawa, like I said, doesn't have as much singles matches as Lawson, but she's certainly proving herself and does these bicycle kicks 2 in a row, and there's a third one. 3 bicycle kicks in a row to the face of Lawson. Got the cover, but that's only 2. She powers out of that cover. So as mentioned, those matches confirmed by Mayhem. A big 6-man tag gonna happen. We're also gonna have look at these combination of strikes here. Back and forth between these 2 men. Apparently, next week in the main event of the next supercard is going to be for the first time ever a mixed tag team match. Of both main events of both nights of Manhattan Mayhem are going to take place. Apparently, Troy saying like he has a match here tonight. He may not be happy. He's going to be beginning on the next supercard as well. There's a rake to the eyes. Rake to the eyes. Stop the momentum for Lawson. Now she's got her up for the choke slam. Hits the choke slam after rake the eyes, and now it's got the cover. Tries to go to the side where the ropes are to prevent that from happening, but that was only 2. It's going to be Anna Nightmare and Gabe Woods battling Troy Saint and Yumi Mai in a mixed tag team match, and that will be the main event of the next supercard. The last show to take place before Manhattan Mayhem, and there's a splash off the second rope. just squashed Shirakawa, and that could be the end. For Shirakawa, there's the cover and another 2 count. Frustration by Lawson there as another 2. Impressive match between these two. Like I said, just a showcase of these two women. Showcase. Shirakawa gets out of the way of that leg drop. And now lays in the shots here to try to get battle back to get the advantage. Ducks that kick and hits that kick right to the chest. Now Shirakawa's got going to the top rope here. What is she going for? Lawson, oh look at that, a standing swanton bomb. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Standing swanton. Takes out Lawson, and there's a shoulder tackle as well. 2 big top rope moves. Taking down Lawson. And now she's going up to the top rope again here. What's she going to look for? And now, here's a regular swanton. 3 big top rope moves right back in a row. And that could be the end for Shirakawa to get a big victory. Momentum as well. And only 2. Only 2 by Nuts Shirakawa. She's suddenly impressed with all her singles matches that she's had. But a big victory over Kelly Lawson ahead of that battle royal would certainly be good for her. Now Lawson again blocks that. She blocks whatever she was looking for, and there's a belly to belly suplex. Just like that. Back in control is Kelly Lawson. And then fought into the buckle. But Shirakawa able to fight back here. She's fighting back. Shots to the midsection. Trying to fight back here. Off the ropes. And went for an elbow. That didn't hit it, and there's a knee to the face. And that hit the mark. A big knee to the face. And whoa, what a clothesline. Just like the face. Just clacked her right in the face. This has been a competitive matchup. Shirakawa goes to the floor. But Lawson is looking to put the finishing touches here. What's she looking for here? Oh no. Oh no, they're looking for last rights. Last rights! Powerbomb on the floor! She's hit that move in the ring. Devastating offense. But she hit it on the floor. And Shirakawa is completely out. Into the cover here by Lawson. After that last right powerbomb on the floor, and it's over. Lawson picks up the win. Impressive showing by Shirakawa. But Kelly Lawson proved how dominant she can be as she gets the victory in this matchup tonight. Will she be the one to challenge for the cost of winning the championship at Manhattan Mayhem? We have to see. Roxy Hayes is a tough opponent, and Lawson can win that battle royal. She may get that opportunity. And that she stands tall with a big victory here tonight on NYW Live. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I heard we were going to show you the footage from a recent NYW house show. Ligera and Cesar Luis setting that up. They wrestled in a non-title match at a house show this past weekend. And it ended in a double countout as both men brawled up the stage. As you can see the footage now, these two men, they had a match on a house show, and it ended in a countout. And Cesar and Ligera brawled up the ramp all the way to the concrete over here, and they continue to brawl even when the match is over. Like I said, these two men don't like each other. Ligera wanted revenge. We saw him come back a few weeks ago after that quick loss to Dalton Ross. And Cesar Luis was a sore loser assaulting Ross, that Ligera came back to stop that assault. And both men are going to be in that international bout for the gold, as I mentioned. 10 men in that matchup. But you can see Cesar got the upper hand and hit Swiss Death right here to take out Ligera. To knock him loopy here. Completely assaulting him. I said 10 men got to be in that gauntlet for the gold. Like I said, it's elimination style, 2 men start. As you can see, a shovel. Cesar then went for a shovel that he injured Ligera with. But Dalton Ross, who was also on the card in a match, came out to stop the proceedings and assault him, trying to get payback for when he was attacked after his win over Cesar Luis. Ross could not stand for that, for the assault on Ligera, and came out to make the save. Hit him with this big jackhammer. Because of the result of that, on the next supercard, these 3 men are going to compete in a triple threat match. And Cesar Luis will defend the International Championship in the matchup. So one of these three men, Cesar Luis could lose the championship before even we get to the Gauntlet for the gold. Ross or Ligera could win the championship before then. And like I said, these three men will compete in a triple threat match.
Ever since NYW Glory, you've been ducking me. You think winning a championship in AWF's final show is impressive. I promise at Manhattan Mayhem I will embarrass you. I will be the first man in NYW to pin your shoulders to the mat. I will finally have a path to go down, and that path will lead me to championships. So I need to finish you off once and for all.
Well, Zaiah was cut off there. We just heard from Colt Knight. Colt Knight and Tommy Fen will battle one-on-one. We haven't heard from a few weeks because they think it's fine to not be in the building because how much they've been brawling. Apparently Colt Knight will be in the building next week, and Tommy Fen will be in action next week, I was told as well. And there's Cabrera Jr. He's going to go one-on-one with James Needhem in just a moment. Like I mentioned, a triple threat match for the international title is going to happen on the next supercard. Cesar Luis in the defend against Dalton Ross and Ligera, and the winner of that match will go to defend the title in the international gauntlet for the gold. Cabrera Jr. unfortunately isn't scheduled to be on the card right now, and he's just looking for momentum. He's still trying to find himself after a few tough losses as of late. Wait a minute, Needhem not waiting for his entrance is assaulting Cabrera Jr. The match hasn't even started yet. James Needhem, like I said, well, we heard from Zaiah Steel last week in the last episode of NYW Live. He wants a last man standing match against James Needhem. Apparently that's been confirmed by Robert Wall. It will be a last man standing match. Zaiah Steel will go one-on-one with James Needhem to hopefully settle the score between those two. Of course, it was Needhem who cost Zaiah Steel the NYW World Championship at NYW Glory. He appeared on the stage to distract Steel, which led to Choice 8 retaining the championship by countout. Now look at this. James Needhem just assaulting this man, assaulting Cabrera Jr. He's completely taking advantage of the bell hasn't rung in this match, by the way. And oh, wait a minute, Steel's here. Zaiah Steel, I didn't even know he was in the building. He's got a candlestick. He's assaulting James Needhem. Well, I didn't even know he was in the building. You saw how frustrated he was after what happened. And Needhem was looking to have a match here, but Needhem also jumped his opponent before the match even started. And now these two men are brawling up on the stage here. And no, he went for the candlestick, but Steel would have brought the candlestick back, got in possession of it. Now he's assaulting Needhem. These two men, like I said, they've had a multi-rivalry across so many different promotions. They were the co-winners of the Call All-Stars Rumble last year, and they're both going to be in that Call All-Stars Championship match that's going to take place at the next Call All-Stars. But these two men are brawling here in NYW, and now there was some shots at Needhem. Wait, he's running away. James Needhem has a match. It's like he's supposed to have a match. He assaulted Zaiah Steel. Was assaulted by Zaiah Steel. And as soon as he got the advantage, he's getting out of dodge here. Are we gonna have a match? What's happening here? We had that commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. During that commercial break, Robert Wall came out and considering Needhem left, he made this match official now. So it's going to be Zaiah Steel, one-on-one Pantera Jr. Not what we expected to happen, but this is what we got now in a pile driver. I don't think Steel expected to compete tonight, but he's in a match here with Pantera Jr. And while Pantera Jr. was assaulted by Needhem, Steel got some shots as well, so I guess neither man are completely at 100%. And this, like I said, this wasn't the match that was scheduled to happen tonight, but because Needhem decided to run like a coward out of the building, Steel is taking his place in this matchup. Either way, I don't think Pantera Jr. really cared about the issues. He just wanted to compete and get an opportunity. If he could defeat former world champion Zaiah Steel, that would be impressive. There's these super kicks by Jr. I mentioned, of course, Pantera Jr. is the son of Amor Pantera, a man who had an impressive showing in Empire Wrestling. He did compete in the early days of NYW as well. He decided to step back from competing as much to let his son here take his own journey here in NYW. And he hasn't had too many opportunities. He's trying his best as of late. An elbow, that's a springboard DDT. He was in the World to Glory tournament. He lost in the first round to Jose Blanco. He hasn't had any victories, but he's hoping to get back in winning conditions. Went for a Hurricanrana, got powerbombed by Steel. Said Steel, not even his full gear here, because I don't think he was expecting to wrestle. He just wanted to get his hands on James Needhem. Didn't even know he was in the building. That's a spinning out full Nelson slam there. That gets 2. Either way, like, subject to change, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know. And now he's got them all hooked up here. Steel, I said, it's all business here. There's no animosity towards Pantera Jr. He got put in a match. He's looking to get a victory. Yeah, I think maybe Needhem didn't even want to wrestle tonight. That's why he was attacking Pantera Jr. before even the match happened. And oh, look at that, a cradle shock there out of nowhere. What strength by Jr., but only got a 2 count. He said this could be a big opportunity regardless if he could beat Zaiah Steel. As he's got Steel on the back foot here. And now look, springboard. Went for a clothesline, but Steel got out of the way. His elbow hit that mat hard. There's a knee right to the back of the head. So can Steel, after not even supposed to get a victory here. Well, look at this elbow. Oh my goodness, an elbow. What a move that was. He's got no elbow pads on. He elbowed him right in the face 2 times. Steel may have knocked out Jr. And there's the Reaper's elbow. There's the Reaper's elbow. Junior's out. Pantera Jr. is completely out. And now we may be looking to end this here. He's out on his feet here. And oh my goodness, what a shot right to the face. Zaiah Steel just knocked out Jr. and gets the 3 count to win this match. Zaiah Steel, because we weren't expecting him to be in a match tonight. He wasn't supposed to be in this match, but he picks up the win and gets his insult. As well as getting a bit of revenge on the man who cost him a shot at the NYW World Championship. There will be more replication in the future. Last week's standing Manhattan Mayhem. But tonight, Zaiah Steel is the man standing tall here on NYW Live.
I was at the top of my game just a few months ago, but now am barely featured on our weekly shows. I proved how good I can be when I won the Rising Star Championship back at Return. I'll shock the world again when I win the International Gauntlet for the gold and become the International Champion. But I especially want to eliminate that goof, the GMR, because the thought of him even being in this match is a disgrace to this sport. But mark my words, Sean Wilder will be seen as a top threat once again after Manhattan Mayhem.
Well, what words from Sean Wilder, former Rising Star champion. We didn't even know what had happened to him because we haven't seen him in a few weeks. But he's going to be in that Cup of the Gold. Oh my goodness. Backstage here. That's Jacob Baker. He's attacking Eddie Lobo in the back. Well, these two men, Baker was getting an opportunity to have the last spot in the Rising Star. That gauntlet for the gold. The international gauntlet for the gold. when he faced Matt Thunder, but it was Lobo who cost him the match, attacking him. And we didn't know why. We still don't know why for sure. But I don't think Baker cares now. He just wants revenge. He just wants vengeance. And now they're battling up here in the bows. I don't even know where we are in the arena. Somewhere in the arena, the bows of the arena. These two men are brawling. I said Baker hasn't had a ton of momentum, neither has Lobo. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. He just slams his head on that steel. Well, I'm just getting word from Bob and Wall. After this brawl is happening, this match is going to happen in the kickoff show of Manhattan Mayhem. We're going to have Jacob and Eddie Lobo in a no disqualification match. Apparently that's confirmed to happen in the kickoff show, as well as the 8-women battle royal for a opportunity at the Call All Stars Women's Championship. That also will happen in the kickoff show. And apparently we're gonna have a men's 8-man battle royal on that kickoff show, and the winner of that will get a YouTube Championship match in the future. So those are the matches that will happen on the kickoff show. Just getting word from Robert Wall now. But as that's happening, these two men are assaulting. Yeah, they went down the elevator and now they're back in a more hospitable area of the arena. But Baker is again assaulting him. This match, these two men, like I said, got personal very quickly, just because Eddie Lobo decided to help Matt Thunder, his tag team partner and friend. And well, Baker wasn't too happy about the fact that he got screwed out of an opportunity to get be a part of a big championship match in the biggest show of NYW's history, Manhattan Mayhem. They will still compete, but it won't be on the main show. And the chair shots by Baker, the brutalness of this. Baker's got a chip on his shoulders. He slams him through that table. He just slammed him through the table. Eddie Lobo could be out of it. He kicked him in the face. I don't know how he had the wherewithal to do that. He just took him out here. And now, said these two men have been brawling here. What's he gonna do here? And oh my goodness, he just threw that chair right into Baker's face, and now Lobo's getting out of dodge. He threw the chair right into Baker's face. Well, I don't know what to say out of all the things we've seen tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus, we had a lot more matches confirmed from Manhattan Mayhem. The next supercard. We heard from Sean Wilder and Colt Knight. Now we're gonna have a big grudge match. What a match this will be! Two men. This will be a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Walker, the first ever NYW World Champion, held that title for a long period of time, over 2 years, thanks to the hiatus. He lost it in our first show back at return in a triple threat match involving Zaiah Ice Choice Saint. And he wasn't involved in the decision because the redemption came out and cost Tommy Walker the match by brawling with him up on the stage. The issues between him and the redemption have not been settled since then. Multiple times have they brawled back and forth with Walker. They cost him his second round match in the Road to Glory tournament, distracting him to lose to Eddie Nicholson. And then it was revealed that there would be a 6-man tag match that would happen in Manhattan Mayhem. Walker could choose any partners he wanted. He chose the first ever NYW Tag Team Champions, the All-Stars. And they brawled with the Redemption, while Redemption seemingly had chosen Jose Blanco to be their partner when he attacked Walker. That happened on NYW Live number 5. And it was confirmed on the last supercard that number 6, that this match would happen tonight. Also, I'm confirmed that on the next supercard, we're gonna have a Texas Tornado Tag Team match. The All Stars are gonna face the Redemption. That will happen on the next supercard as well. So a lot of issues between all these men. Jose Blanco's been pretty impressive since his debut. His debut was in a North American title match against Ryan Evans. He was the champion at the time. He lost, but it was impressive. You know, his first single match. He was in the Rising Star Gauntlet match. This was his first time return. The same night that Tommy Walker lost the World Championship. Got to the quarterfinals of the Road to Glory tournament, losing to Eddie Nicholson, which was also an impressive show with him. Now he's looking to take out Tommy Walker. It would be a huge victory if he could defeat a former world champion. That would be his biggest singles win to date here in NYW, I believe. If he can win here tonight. gotta think this may be his chance. Did that breakthrough? He agreed to align himself with the Redemption now. We don't know if he officially is a part of the group, but he is in a big match at Manhattan Mayhem. That may have been some of the reason why he was swayed to join forces with the Redemption. Tommy Walker, like I said, he's been obsessed with ending this issue with the Redemption for almost 8 months at this point. And he'll try to end it at Manhattan Mayhem with a victory in that 6-man tag. But now he's got to battle a very hungry man in Jose Blanco. And, well, Tommy Walker's last singles match, I believe, was, like I said, in the second round of the Road to Glory tournament when he faced Eddie Nicholson. Jose Blanco, of course, competed at NYW Glory in that quarterfinal match against Eddie as well. Both of these men were eliminated by Eddie Nicholson from the tournament. And now, like, immediately, just flipping a bird to Walker. And Jose Blanco is taking his time here. Walker, frustrated, he wants him to get in this ring. First time either of these men have competed in a little while. And no, he immediately went out to the ring, and that was a mistake, as Blanco took advantage and knocked him off the apron. And now he's taking advantage of the situation here, getting the upper hand. Oh, big clothesline immediately. The big man from Texas. Tommy Walker fights back with a clothesline. This man, born and raised in Texas, but he did have his youth in the European style. His parents moved to England when he was very young, so he had his adolescence in England before coming back to the U.S. and starting to compete in his wrestling school here in Texas. And oh my goodness, what a move that was! So he is trained. He does have some European grapples as well. He came back to the States, big Texas-born man. Oh my goodness, what a kick right to the face! And again, he flips off the crowd and Walker. Jose Blanco, this man doesn't care about anybody but himself. He's an aggressive man. No, I don't think anybody talks to him in the locker room. He's always to himself. Maybe that's why the Redemption picked him, considering how dangerous he looks. There's a flatliner there by Blanco. Now Blanco on the second rope here. And there's a knee strike right to the face. He's taking it to the former world champion and proving how he's not afraid of a man of the caliber of Walker. Walker, he's trying to fight back ever since he lost the world championship. He wanted to fight back to get another shot. We saw he did lose an ambulance match to Troy Saint at Vindication. That was his rematch, and he has not fought back to get another championship match since. Then look at this chokehold, just wrapping the arm around the face by Blanco, trying to get Walker to submit. I don't think he's ever tapped out in his career. As Tommy Walker, he gets out with those elbows. And then big discus forearm punch there. The aggressive style of Walker fighting back. Jose Blanco now fighting back. Now they're trading back and forth with shots. Oh, he got him on the ropes here, but no, an elbow. Walker fights back with an elbow and another discus clubbing shot there. And there's a discus clothesline to Walker's Wrath. He's won many matches with that move. Walker's Wrath. Discus clothesline to get the 3 count. No, only 2. He's also won many matches with the running power slam. If he hits that, that could be the end. But Jose Blanco wisely rolls out of the ring. No, Walker went off the ropes, but that was a mistake. Blanco gets back control here. There's a Superman punch right to the face. Aggressive punch right to the face of Walker to get him back in the ring here. I've been told the Redemption and the All-Stars are not here tonight, as they did not want them to have any issues. We've seen a lot of brawls and issues here tonight. There was a knee strike right to the face. Now Blanco boots him right in the face. He's certainly proven how good he can be in this matchup tonight. As Walker fights back. Big power slam. Big uppercut. Oh, he may be looking for the power slam. There's a knee trembler, knee strike. Blanco has been a little one step ahead of the former world champion here. with this aggressive attitude. I don't think Walker's ever faced a man like Blanco who's had this aggression. Oh, look, oh my goodness, he stepped on the ropes and kicked him around the face on the top turnbuckle. What an impressive move by Blanco. That could get the 3 count, but no, Walker kicks out. Now there's a kick to the back, aggressive kick to the back. This has been a back and forth matchup. What a night this has been. I'm glad everyone is able to join me for this return of NYW Live. It's been a few weeks. I'm really glad everyone is enjoying NYW here. And oh my goodness, he just launched him in the atmosphere, did Walker. Launched him up into the sky after getting out of that dreaded camel clutch. He may have been looking for another power slam. That was stopped, and there's a brain buster. Short ride, bad landing for that brain buster by Blanco. And now he's going up to the top rope here to hit the double stomp. Big double stomp there. But Walker is a huge man. And now look, as you can see, Blanco had to drag him away from the ropes, taking some precious time away for the cover, and again it wasn't enough because of that, only 2. He knew if he went for the cover he'd be too close to the ropes, so Blanco decided to drag him away, but that gave Walker time to get back into control here, to get back in this. As now, look at this, big military press slam, showing the strength Walker has, that military press. And now he's going to get back in the game here. Air raid crash. Big air raid crash. Not done here. Release German suplex. What a move that was. That was such an aggressive move by Walker. And he's got to do it again. 2 times. And now he's going to follow all that up with a big splash. What a stack of offense. And now this could be the 3 count. And again, only 2. The offense there, an air raid crash, 2 release German suplexes, big splash. Wasn't enough to get the 3 count. Now he may be found to finish this off. Power bomb, shots here, big shots to the face. He might have caught him in the eye. Oh wait, throws him up here. Shoulders are down. 3, he got it. He got him. Blanco wins. That was out of nowhere. He went for a power bomb. He had a caught him around the eye with those fists, and he just got him in the hooked up, and that was the 3. Walker thought he kicked out, but no. Blanco gets a huge win here tonight and momentum before Manhattan Mayhem. Big pinfall victory, a rare one, lost as Blanco wins. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are 2 matches. There are 2 matches left here on this big edition of NYW Live. And here is the Miracle Al Cabrera. Al, as I mentioned, my brother, lost the Pure Championship at NYW Live number 5 in a triple threat match involving Webb Morgan and Tyler Watson. And it was Brian Evans that cost Al Cabrera that match. Brian Evans assaulted Al, hitting him with 2 annihilators on the outside, then threw him back in the ring. That led to Watson hitting Redemption Cutter to pin him and win the Pure Championship. Because of that, Al's been obsessed with getting vengeance. We heard from him last week saying he wants Brian Evans in a match at Manhattan Mayhem, and he wants him to come out like a man and accept the challenge and not hit him from behind. But before that, he challenged Matthew Stone to a match, which had been signed, and that will happen tonight. Al, right now, will face Matthew Stone, the tag team partner of Ryan Evans, collectively known as Sudden Impact. Matthew Stone will also be in that international gauntlet for the gold, looking to become the international champion. He's a former YouTube champion, so he's not one to tread lightly for Al. Of course, he's a former pure champion here on NYW. Ryan Evans, he also is a former, he was the first NYW pure champion, found in an 8-man tournament. And he was also a former North American champion, and he's currently Supremacy briefcase holder, which he can challenge for the world title whenever he wants. Matthew Stone, like I said, we haven't seen him too much lately. He, of course, lost the YouTube title to Zaiah Steel. I was on the show Supercard right after Supreme Vindication, and he lost his rematch on the kickoff show of Supreme. He then got to the second round of the World Glory Tournament, losing to Gabriel Lopez in the second round. We haven't seen him since then, but he's in a match here tonight. He's going to be taking on Cabrera. It's going to be a big match. First time ever match. As I recall, Tommy Walker and Jose Blanco earlier was also our first time ever encounter. Blanco got the win, as I mentioned. But tonight, these two men, they have history, considering Al was actually took part in helping train both Ryan Evans and Matthew Stone. He helped train them. Both of them had impressive careers in Empire Wrestling. As Sudden Impact, they were former two-time tag team champions. Had a lot of success in the tag team division in Empire Wrestling. But here in NYW, they both had established a great single careers as well. I mentioned Matthew Stone, former YouTube champion. We're going to get back a championship if we can win that international gauntlet for the gold at Manhattan Mayhem. 10 men in that matchup. I said the rules are, of course, 2 men start. New superstars come in at timed intervals. Elimination occur via over the top rope. Until you get to the final 2, then it becomes a standard singles match where pinfalls and submissions are the way to win. Of course, when we get to that final 2, that would determine who is the international champion. Of course, Cesar Luis, we think, is going to be the international champion going into the match, but that may change if he loses the title in that triple threat match next week against Dalton Ross and Ligera. We'll have to see. Either way, we're going to focus on this matchup. Stone and Al for the first time as he went for those sentons, but Al trying to get a quick start here, trying to outmaneuver Matthew Stone, but he got out of the way and hit that knee face buster there. I think, will Ryan Evans show up and accept the challenge? I haven't seen Evans tonight. There's a big clothesline there. But Al certainly wants him to accept the challenge. And now Stone off the top rope here. Oh, he went for a drop kick. That wasn't smart. And he dives to the floor, does that Al. The first time we've seen Al in a match since he lost the Pure Championship. But he's looking impressive here. I said he was the last ever Empire Pure Champion, and then he with his influence helped bring that title into NYW. And now he's blown back in the ring and hits a springboard DDT. Impressive move there by the Miracle Al Cabrera. And now Al with a spine buster. Continuing the offense here on Matthew Stone. Now he's going to go up to the top rope here. He's going to look for a big leg drop. It went height, but it didn't get anything out of it. Stone got out of the way. Hits big gut wrench to follow up the offense. I think the question is, for everybody's case, is this: did Ryan Evans give some type of pep talk to Stone to maybe soften up Al if Evans is going to accept that singles match challenge for Man Mayhem? Because now we saw that face buster, that gourd buster, followed by a German suplexes. Al fights back. He fights back, and look at that, off the cross body. What a move that was. Springboard cross body. Second to top to Stone's face, and there's a one kick KO. One kick KO. Cracks the face. Can that get the 3 count? No, it's only 2. Al is trying to fight back here. Like I said, this is just momentum, but it's also Al wanting a little bit of revenge, considering he knows Evans wouldn't accept the challenge for a match tonight. That's why he extended the challenge for Man Mayhem, and wants to get a bit of revenge by, in his words, beating up his lackey, Matthew Stone. Stone got over that sharp shooter and hits Stone Edge. The Stone Edge flatliner. And now, Swanton there. And now splash to the floor. Al tried to get a breather by rolling to the floor, but Matthew Stone splashed him all the way to the floor, gets him back in the ring here. And now he's going to go for the cover. Lateral press. Elbow in the face to win this match tonight. And only two. Said Stone, there's nothing particularly on the line, but it's momentum, considering he has a big championship opportunity at Man Mayhem. If he could win that international gauntlet for the gold and potentially become international champion, he'd be the first man to have held both the YouTube and international titles if he could win. And now you got an arm breaker on Al. But he escapes that with that headset. It's an impressive athleticism. Al is very athletic. And now look at that. That's a clutch. That clutch trying to get the win. Only two. He pinned Tyler Watson at Supreme with that clutch. European clutch. And now he clotheslines the life out of Stone, and now he's continuing the offense here. So he wants to get momentum. He got out of the way of whatever that was going to be. Now Stone fights back here. Saito suplex. What a Saito suplex by former YouTube champion, and now he's continuing with sentons. Big sentons. No, he went for something, but he got caught with a clothesline. Just cracked him in the face, and now Stone is looking to take back the control of this matchup. Al is completely out of it here. Now he's fighting back here. Look at these elbows right to the side of the head. Up the Miracle. That could knock out any man. He's continuing the offense here now. Oh, he off the ropes, and oh, what a kick. He tried to step over, but Stone realized it and kicked him right in the gut. And now he's looking for Steamroller. Looking for Steamroller, but oh no, he kicked the knee out. He kicked the knee out and hit a spear. Al stopped whatever Stone was going for, kicked his knee out and hit the spear. But now he's got him set up for the Miracle Maker. Al hits the Miracle Maker. And he should go for the cover, but no. He wants to set an exclamation point. A second Miracle Maker. 2 in a row. Got the cover. Shoulders are down here, 2 and 3. Al wins. Big win for the Miracle, Al Cabrera. Sending a statement by hitting 2 Miracle Makers back to back. He defeats Matthew Stone in a very competitive matchup. And now, he probably wants those answers. Will Ryan Evans accept the challenge for a match at Man Mayhem? Al Cabrera wants to know. The world wants to know. As he celebrates a huge win here tonight. Getting back the momentum. It looks like we're going to hear from Al right now.
Okay, Evans. I beat your lackey. I beat your partner. Come out here and accept my challenge. You think that you're a man. You think that you're better than me. You want to cost me championships. You want to do more than the Miracle has ever done in his career. Come out here and accept my challenge now.
Well, Al, certainly he wants him to accept the challenge. And look, and Evans is here. Ryan Evans is here. He's coming out to the ring. Will he accept the challenge from the Miracle? What the question is, Evans, he is the Supremacy Briefcase holder. He's not presented the briefcase with him now. Right? He wouldn't really have no reason to bring it out now. Although the world champion is competing tonight in a match, so you never know. But for now, Evans may be focused on Al. He could cash in that briefcase anytime he wants for a shot at the world title. These two men stare each other down here. The Miracle wants an answer. Will Evans give him the answer he wants? Is the question.
You want an explanation as to why I cost you the Pure Championship. I don't have to explain myself to you, but I'll humor you. Do you remember when NYW started? You brought the Pure Championship into the company. You had been the final person to hold the title in Empire. So, you got it here and didn't want to hold on to it. As you wanted to chase the world title. But how did that go? You failed. Meanwhile, I was the first NYW Pure Champion, and went on to accomplish much more than you ever could. I even hold the Supremacy briefcase, which virtually guarantees I will be a future world champion. But all I could hear was everyone talking about you. Your title reigns, your accomplishments, and your hype. Well, now it means nothing. I proved it when I cost you the Pure Championship. I'll end your hype once and for all because I accept your challenge.
Oh my goodness, right? Evans accepts the challenge, but Matthew Stone, he's back up, and he just assaulted Al from behind. Oh, this one was set up. Matthew Stone, we forgot all about him. He was on the outside recovering from his loss, and these two men are attacking Al as Evans accepted the challenge. You saw his explanation. He said he was, well, I would call it jealous. He was jealous of all of Al's accomplishments. And he said he didn't like everyone talking about Al and not him. I think that's called jealousy. That is definitely what it's called, as these two men are assaulting Al from behind. They're just beating the hell out of the Miracle, and, well, I don't think, no one's here to help him. The Nicholsons, they're not here tonight. None of them are. Oh my goodness. Because apparently I've been affirmed that Ace and Nicholson is going to go one-on-one with Silas Moore on the next Supercard. None of them are here tonight. No, wait a second. Hold on. Someone's out here to help Al. It's Gabriel Lopez. Gabriel Lopez. He's also in the International Gauntlet. Matthew Stone came out to save the pass. Like I said, these two men did have a match in the World of Glory tournament. Gabriel Lopez won that match in the second round to get to the quarterfinals. He lost to the eventual winner, Gabe Woods, but now they're battling. Lopez is here to help Al. I don't know if, Lopez just did it because it was the right thing to do. Either way, Matthew Stone came out to get some to prevent the save, and now they're brawling up the ramp here. This orchestrated attack was foiled thanks to Gabriel Lopez coming out here to stop it. Now Evans is under loan with Al, but Al's fighting back. Al's fighting back here. I said these two men will go one-on-one at Manhattan Mayhem for the first time ever, and Al is fighting back here, getting some revenge against Evans. Evans accepted a challenge, thought he had set a trap as Matthew Stone came out, attacked him from behind. But Al is not going to let that happen as he dives through the ropes. The Miracle is unhinged here. He wants a piece of Evans. He's got the steel steps and he cracks it in the face of Evans. I don't think I've ever seen Al do that, but he's so fueled by anger and vengeance that he just wants to get a piece of Evans. He's got the steel steps again. Steel steps again off the face. The Miracle gets a bit of revenge here, and he will get a match with Evans at Manhattan Mayhem. Will he be able to get vengeance there? We'll see. We'll have to see. But the Miracle stands tall here tonight.
Welcome to OCP. Damn it! The script kind of reads like the NCA commercial just came out. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. What are you doing? I don't know what you mean. Is this a fucking ripoff? More like an homage. Homage, ripoff, whatever. I mean, this moment I say family values.
Want to rob a bank?
Really, Marvel? This is what we have me doing. Fine.
What the hell was that? A Family Guy cutaway? What the fuck? I mean, not exactly wholesome entertainment, but... Harder, mommy, yes, oh yes, harder, harder, yes, oh yeah, oh, yes, yes. Oh God, yes. Oh. Damn it, Deadpool. Well, at least it doesn't get worse.
I miss the vibranium arm, but the adamantium has turned into tentacles. Henty Knight. Yay, armed and dangerous again. Again.
God damn it. That's one of Deadpool's children. They're just as bad as he is. In fact, when I was champion, Vincent Trunks will tear off Sora's balls. What the hell? That was forever ago. And you know what? I have grown. I am now more mellow and more mature.
Vegeta, how long will this commercial take?
Yes, it's your favorite time of night for just a soapy titty time.
Get the lead out, Vegeta. We won't wait forever. We'll just entertain each other.
Look, I'll get in the bath with you two women in a minute, alright? Look, if we keep doing these jokes, they're gonna think we're like that league, you know? That one disgusting league who does all the weird shit with the poke.
Sorry, Vegeta, we don't mention that place here. But anyway, yes, please, consider watching OCBF owner, and, we actually do have wrestling.
Why couldn't you just put wrestling footage and music like everybody else? Why can't you be normal?
I've been hearing that all my life, okay?
Well, what a turn of events the last match had, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. This is the main event of tonight. The World Champion Troy Saint will in a non-title match against Tyson Gore. The Wolfmen have big matches that are going to take place in Manhattan Mayhem. Troy Saint will defend the world title in the main event of night 2 against the Old Glory Tournament winner Gabe Woods. Tyson Gore will challenge for the North American title against Grimm in a casket match. What a match that will be. Tonight these two men are battling here for momentum. They actually have a bit of history as well. In Empire Wrestling, the first ever Empire Strikes Back event, which was Empire's biggest show in the calendar. Thor won the world title in the main event the first time. He actually lost the championship when this man Troy Saint cashed in his Emperor's Plan briefcase in a world title match, turning into a triple threat that led to him winning the world title. That's how he won his first world title, was winning it from Tyson Gore. He also went on to battle in a mega event inside of a steel cage in a triple threat match, which Troy Saint won to retain the title. So they do have a bit of history. And when Tyson Gore won the world title for the second time, that was at Empire Conquest 2. He had actually won the title from TJ Nicholson in the triple threat match that also involved this man, Troy Saint. So they intertwined in terms of the world titles in their careers. Of course, this match isn't about the world title. Of course, Tyson Gore would love to get back into eventually challenging for the world title. His focus is right now on Grimm and the North American title. Trying to become the first ever two-time North American champion. Tyson Gore was the champion and lost the title at Supreme to Grimm. As I mentioned, there actually was a triple threat steel cage match at NYW History. Also involving Robbie Evans, and Grimm retained the title in that match. This may be Tyson Gore's last shot to not only get revenge, but also become champion again in this casket match. But he's looking to get momentum, facing the top dog in NYW, Troy Saint, here tonight. As this man, Tyson Gore, has been on a roll ever since preparing for the first time in NYW. He appeared just a few weeks after return, when Ryan Evans, at the time he was the North American champion, had defended his title. He then went on to win the title from Ryan Evans at Vindication, which was the same night Grimm returned to NYW and assaulted him. They then competed against each other one-on-one for the North American title at Supreme, in which Grimm won the title. Tyson Gore's holds the record as the shortest North American champion in history, losing out on his first defense. But
The question is, can he win the belt back? And if he can, he has to not only go through Grim, but he cannot pin him. He doesn't have to submit him. He has to incapacitate him long enough to put him in a casket that's at ringside. That may be more difficult than even Tyson Gore realizes. And I'm sure he realizes how difficult it will be, considering how hard it was to put him away. I don't think anybody saw the match that they had at Supreme Coming. It was certainly a brawl, but it was a fantastic matchup in which Grim won. But this match won't be about spectacle. It won't be about athletic competition. It's about punishing your opponent to the point where they cannot stop you from putting them in a closed casket. A first time ever match in NYW history, a casket match. Of course, Troy Saint also competed in the first ever ambulance match. He defended the title, as I mentioned earlier, against Tommy Walker at Vindication in the main event of that show in an ambulance match. But this is just a standard affair, singles matchup. Standard rules apply here. Except no championships on the line. This is all for pride and for momentum. Both men have big matches at Manhattan Mayhem, and what a main event for this NYW Live, as there's a big side slam plus splash combo by Gore. This is the first time, I believe, these two men have went one-on-one, if I remember. They did compete in matches, but I don't think it was always multi-man matches. I don't think they've ever competed in a singles match against each other when they were part of Empire Wrestling together. So this is also a first time ever singles match between these two. As Troy Saint tried to get a breather, the referee stopped Gore from getting out of the ring, and then he assaults him from behind with some shots, including one to the throat. As now, big back body drop by the world champion. As I mentioned, that the Troy Saint, he doesn't compete as often, in his mind thinking he doesn't have to because he is the world champion. In his mind, he doesn't have to prove anything by competing regularly every show. So he has not competed as much. We've seen him wrestle a handful of times in the last few months. His last match was defending the title, the World Championship at Glory, against Zaiah Steel, but he won by countout. He did not pin Zaiah Steel. He retained the title by countout. Now, big clotheslines here, continuing the momentum here as these clotheslines by Gore, continuing to take down the world champion. And always looking for something. There's an elbow. That spiked pad might have hit Gore right in the face. Referee should have been checking on that, but he has not. He didn't say anything, so I guess we'll let that go. Now to the floor is the world champion. He's looking to get momentum here. He may be looking for another count out. Now Gore fights back, but now Troy Saint fights back. And that's a big headbutt. Like I said, these two men have history. First time ever though in NYW, they were competing one-on-one. This is a slam right into the steps by Troy Saint. Of course, he's a part of the Redemption, as I mentioned. He is presumably the leader of that group. Probably has his orders to get Tommy Walker out of the picture. There's a electric chair bomb on the floor. And again, breaks the count. He could have maybe tried to get a count out, but maybe he didn't think so, considering the world title's not on the line here. I guarantee you if it was, he probably would have tried to take the count out. And now he brought him back in the ring here. And now a pile driver. Big time pile driver, and that could get the 3 count. That spiked pad in the face, but no, that's only 2. I said Gabe Worth, he defeated Asriel a few weeks ago. But he was assaulted and put to the announce table after the match. We haven't seen him since then. He will be back next week, as I mentioned. Big mixed tag team match that will main event that supercard. Yumi Mai and Troy Saint will face their challengers, Gabe Woods and Anna Nightmare, in a mixed tag team match. There's a spine buster. That's only 2. That will be the last weekly show before we get to Manhattan Mayhem. And as Gore fights back with an elbow. He kicks back, and there's a drop kick right 2 feet right to the face. And that's again that spiked pad into the back, the exposed back of Tyson Gore. Now look, shot right to the midsection here. That can't feel good. By Gore, the former North American champion. Troy St. look again, trying to get the momentum going. He's weighing down Gore here. And now he's got him hooked up. He's got him grabbed in a sleeper hold. Got the legs right fine. He couldn't knock out. He could make Gore pass out with the sleeper hold. World champion looking to win this matchup via submission. I don't think Gore's ever tapped out his career as well. Oh, he rolls through here and is able to escape. He escapes just like that and hits a STO. Again, the former North American champion looking to get momentum here. He's got him hooked up here. And oh, shot right to the face. Stop that. Whatever was happening there. And now look at that. Reverse DDT. Signature move of Troy St. to get the cover to win this matchup. And only 2. As I mentioned, Supercard 25. The next Supercard. That will be the last show before NYW Glory. Supercard 25. And now we went for that spiked elbow pad again. But Gore got out of the way and hits a neck breaker. He hit the neck breaker to get back the momentum. And again, this could be the end. One big move to hit that Gore bomb to win this matchup. Can Tyson Gore do it? As Troy St. gets up off the ropes and a clothesline to the floor. Gore trying to fight back here, but St. comes back and clotheslines him right to the floor. He clotheslined him to the floor here. Wait, rite of passage! He hits the rite of passage on the floor. And that could be the end. A rite of passage on the floor here. Scrambles into a cover to get a victory here. Can he win this matchup? No, Gore kicks out at 2. I don't know how Gore was able to kick out, but he kicked out. And he got out of it, and this match continues on here. There's very few men that have been able to kick out of a rite of passage, and there's another spine buster. But it was on the floor, and there was time between the cover. And now he's got him hooked up here. Release score bomb. But he's slow to get the cover, but he hits it. Release score bomb onto Troy St. to win and get a victory over the world champion. No. Gore kicks out. Unfortunately, Troy St. kicked out. Gore was so close to winning this matchup. My goodness, what a match to end this night. Oh wait, Gore's on the top rope? We don't see that very often. Big man going off the top and he got caught. That's why. Power slam. We rarely see him go off the top rope. And while Troy St., we rarely see him go off the top rope. And he hits a senton. Putting it big here to get a win before their big matches, but that only gets 2. Wow, what desperation there. Troy St. has never really gone off the top rope like that. Neither of these men really do high-flying maneuvers. No, he went for something. He tried to get like a grip on the shoulder, but Gore immediately able to break out of it. And now Gore tosses him hard in the buckle. Looking to end this here. Looking to get a victory. Oh, he went for something. Shoulder tackled him. And oh my goodness. STO, but I think his hand was right on the throat. Gore is grasping for air here. Because during that STO, Troy St. grabbed the throat on the way down. And I think that will give him the opportunity. Well, just dropped him off the top rope. Gore, like I said, Gore is still coughing. He still can't really breathe fully. He got powerbombed off the top rope. And now, to finish it off with the rite of passage. Rite of passage, the second one of the match, and that gets the 3 count. Troy St. wins. World champion proves how good he is with a victory. But you gotta think that STO where he grabbed the throat set up the victory and allowed Troy St. to win this match. Either way, big momentum. We will see him and Gabe Woods compete in a mixed tag match on the next Supercard. As he looks to gain momentum before his world title match. Can he retain the championship against a determined challenger? We'll gotta find out at Manhattan Mayhem. Tonight, he ends this night with a huge win, ladies and gentlemen. A big victory here on NYW Live 7 to end the night. And I'm very glad to have been for you been with you here tonight for this big victory. For Troy St. No, wait a second. That's Woods. Woods is here. Gabe Woods is here for revenge. He wasn't supposed to be here tonight. He was recovering from that attack a few weeks ago. But he's here to... No, the Redemption aren't here tonight. Jose Blanco, I was told, left the building. He's not really a part of the Redemption, as far as I know either. He's all alone here. And the world champion, like I said, he went through a matchup, but Woods, they said Woods is here for revenge. Fair or not, Troy St. did the same thing to him after he got a victory over Azriel on NYW Live number 5. And now he drop kicks him off the top rope to the floor. Gabe Woods, I've never seen him with this look on his face. He is determined here. He wants to be the world champion. Troy St. doesn't even think he's in his own league. He thinks he doesn't even deserve to be in the spot as he in. But he won the World to Glory tournament. He defeated 3 men on the same night. First man in NYW history to do that, to win the first ever World to Glory tournament. And he's determined here, off the top rope, and wait. We saw this earlier tonight. That table was put back together, and it's broken again with a moonsault. Damien Shelley broke that table earlier tonight with a moonsault, and Gabe Woods just did the same thing to the world champion. Now wait, Woods now. He's gonna do it again. He just broke one announce table. We have to put that back together, but now he's going for the other one. He's enraged here. He's enraged here. Now look, he's got him up here. Look out, Brainbuster through the other table. Gabe Woods just put the world champion through 2 tables. The crowd is on his side here as Gabe Woods stands tall. The world champion is completely out here. Will this be the site of Manhattan Mayhem? We don't know. But how is Troy St. up? He's up, but he's going to be down again. Lost in the woods. He's out. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Woods is standing tall. We'll see you for the next Supercard. Take care.